inspired to start the business by joining Dan's commercial experience and my technical background, which enabled us to do something new, to try something fresh, bring new products to market, and in some cases, such as Corkfix, create a new idea and develop a need for it, which with relentless plugging away has turned into a commercial success.
We sort of fell into it. We recognised there was a need in the liquid screed and flowing concrete industry for some tools that hadn't quite been developed or were being just fabricated to order.
And starting to sell something of a better quality than what was out there in the market has given us a really good grounding to build the business upon.
It's tools and fixings that address real needs, and I think that's that's what we're trying to achieve every day.
We started from absolute grassroots. Dan was working in his garage, I was working in mine, bending and welding metal, coating it, and then packing on a door top within the garage.
Yeah, I can remember being in my garage. We developed a product which it still sells very well today, called Screed Pod, and I can remember being in my garage actually spray painting these items with masks on.
As we grew a little further, we employed Elwyn, our first employee, who then was packing Corkfix again on a door on its side as the packing bench, and shipping out to the blue chip companies from a very small garage in North Wales. When we start trading with the likes of B&Q or Screwfix or Wix, each one of those feels like a huge success, a huge leap forwards. The truth is, though, that we're working so fast and so hard that it's difficult to pause sometimes and acknowledge these successes.
The breakthrough moment, I guess, is when you're touching over £1 million turnover. There is enough of that to allow you to reinvest within the business and actually move.
We've worked very hard to try and build an inclusive culture, one where people feel supported, one where people work hard, where people have drive and purpose.
What you want them to do is enjoy the work that they do, find the work interesting wherever possible, get rewarded properly for that work, and make sure that, regardless of what position they fulfill within the business, that they actually feel a part of that business. Yes, there's been lots and lots of mentors over the years, too many to mention, really, to be honest, and I still, rely on those. A lot of them are friends. I still rely on those friends now to have a chat with if I've got some big decisions to make.
So I've met and worked with many people, as I know Dan has, and inevitably we circle back to these names, and they've supported us with inputs, consultancy, support in terms of names, or even problem solving. And in fact, some of these people, really key people, have actually come to work for Metex, which has been fantastic for us. But if you're at a trade event and you speak to someone and they realise that you manufacture Corkfix as an example, and say, I use those, it's absolutely fantastic, it solves a real need I have, that's a very satisfying feeling. And I will always ask them to step into the booth and do my job for me, because they're a better advocate for the product than I am.
So I've managed to secure some really significant accounts, whether they be builders, merchants, Bradford Building Supplies, whether they be large retailers like Screwfix or Wix, household names. The feedback has always been, we're a good business to deal with.
Be confident in your ideas. If you feel they bring real benefits, stick with it. We have done so, and eventually it does pay off.
And I guess really, if we'd have had our time over again, we'd have set out with a very clear focus and vision and stuck to that. The fact that we are still growing in a challenging market.
Quite honestly, not falling out with Dan. We're both passionate people. we're wired very differently, but we've somehow made it a success, and in many ways we complement each other. Myself with a technical background, him with a commercial background, and we found a balance.
So yeah, really excited. I think we can bring an awful lot to the table as Metex. I think there's an awful lot of innovation still to be achieved within tools and fixings for the construction industry.
There's a 3-year, 5 and 10-year picture, which will see us in our own premises within a year. It will see us launching multiple new products every year, and so watch this space.